Hey, this is Angelos from Yamaha here at Bananas at Large, and I want to talk a little bit about the new OSs that we released for the Montage Music synthesizer and the MOD X. OS 2.0 on the MOD X, OS 3.0 on the Montage. The thing that's cool about both of these instruments is that essentially the operation of those two operating systems and the features that we've added are the same. We've added a new wave folder effect, which is really cool inside both of these. A new VCM mini filter, which is a cool 4-pole low-pass filter. A VCM boost we added. But one of the things I want to show in here that's really a cool thing is the new pattern sequencer that we added to the performance recorder. So what I want to show is how that works. So I have a performance setup that I call multi-culti. It's just a multi-performance where each of the parts of the performance are musical instruments, like a row sound, and a bass sound, and a drum sound, and so on. So I'm going to drop into this pattern here. Now I have a pattern set up. It's called a scene. So the scene switches here can select different patterns. Each pattern can have up to 16 tracks. So as I press scene 1, that could be an intro groove, and then maybe an A section, a B section, a solo section, and so on, right across here. I'm just going to select scene 1 here, and it is a 16 measure long pattern that I created here. And it's just right now I just have a drum and bass kind of thing going here. So across here, as this is playing, I can select each of the tracks by pressing the buttons here. If I'm on the MOD X, I just selected the touch screen. So I'm here. There's one here, and then I have a guitar. I have another guitar here. Going across, there's my drum track. Organ sound, brass, and then a pad sound. So what I want to do is kind of add different tracks to this in real time. And the cool thing about how this pattern sequencer works is I don't have to interrupt the recording. I can just keep recording all the way through it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set the length of what I'm doing to 8 measures. Now, the 2 tracks that I did before, I had those at 16 measures. Any of these tracks can go from 1 measure up to 256 measures, but I can have them nesting and doing loops at different lengths. So even though I set the length of what I'm going to record here at 8 measures, the other 2 tracks that are recorded that I set at 16 measures are going to be looping 16 measures. So you have this nested looping thing. You could have one thing going in 4 measures and it loops 4. This one could be looping 8. This one could be looping 16. The other one could be looping 64 up to 256. So you get the idea. So check this out. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drop it into record. I'm going to select this electric piano track right here. I'm going to start the recorder, but I'm going to touch the record button. And it's blinking right now. So what does that mean? That means that I'm in a thing called record rehearse mode. So I can sit here and kind of... I'm not recording anything right now. I'm just kind of trying out what I want to play here. Now I'm coming around on 8. Now I hit record. Now it's good. Now I'm in record. Give it some space here. Let it go by. This is measure 4. Coming up on measure 5. I've recorded that track. You'll hear it come in here in a second. There it is. So I drop back into record rehearse mode. What I can do now is I can freely switch tracks within this performance. So now I want to maybe go to the electric guitar, kind of the rhythm guitar track. And I want to try one. Okay, I'm going to drop into record now. So we're coming around on 8. Back to record rehearse mode. There's my guitar track. Now I can switch to another track. Maybe go to the organ track here. Now I'm going to drop into record so I know what I'm going to do with this when I'm ready to go. So get this going. There it goes. never have to drop out a record. Once I have this kind of set up on what sounds I want to use, I'm right here freely doing this. So I'm going to stop recording. Let's see what I have going on here. Okay, so now let's check out some of the things that I recorded here. One of them, I'll solo this track. Here's the guitar track. I want to show you one of the cool things that I love about Yamaha sequencers, and especially this one here, is the play effect. So what a play effect is a non-destructive quantized template. You can address it while it's playing. You can get to it by touching on Edit Job. And again, everything I'm showing you, same thing on MOD X right over here. So I touch over here, I select this track, and I'm in where the play effects are. And right now the play effects are off. So I'm going to turn them on. Again, these are non-destructive, so I turn them on, and they're really like effects processors. You're just routing the groove through this quantized. So check this out. Here I go. Okay, I just put it to an eighth note triplet. So it sounds weird, right? Okay, I'm going to move it back to a 16th note. But you notice that the previous groove I hear, I'll unmute it. That other part is swung. It's swinging a little bit. So I can go over here and I can select things like quantize straight for one thing, where I don't have to hard quantize everything. I give it a little bit of life so it's not completely quantized. Now I'll move down here to swing rate, and I'll turn that up a little bit, and you'll hear it start to swing. Another thing that you can do with this that's really cool is the swing velocity. So what this does is it takes the velocity of the swung note and takes it, either you can increase it or decrease it. So check it out. I'll just put it to 0. Now all you hear is eighth notes. The swung note's gone. I'll bring it up a little bit. So it gives it a little bit of attitude. I can also adjust the gate rate of the swung note. So that means I can make the swung note a little shorter. So you hear just these little subtle changes to the groove, which is really cool. So that's Play Effects 1. There's actually 2 screens. I'll go to the second screen. This has things like note shift, so if I want to transpose it, I don't want to do that. I'm going to keep it the same key. But clock shift is a cool one. What clock shift allows you to do, if I subtract clock pulses, it'll put it behind the beat a bit, and if I add clock pulses, sorry, the other way around. If I subtract clock pulses, it puts it in front of the beat. If I add clock pulses, it puts it a little behind the beat. So you can tell your guitar player to lay back or be a forward, or your virtual guitar player. So I'll go ahead and pull it. I'll add 2 clock pulses, so it's putting it a little bit behind the beat. And then I can adjust the gate rate of all of the notes if I want to. So now you can hear what's going on here. So I'll move it back here. So super powerful, really cool that they added this cool pattern sequencer to it. And then when I want to maybe go to the DAW, if I use Cubase or Logic or whatever I use, I can save that as a MIDI file and do extra work up there as well. And don't forget, we also have this cool VST and audio unit plugin called Montage or MOD X Connect. And that allows you to capture performances in the DAW, recall them in the DAW. So this will all be recalled, exactly all my mix features, and I can pull it up directly into whatever DAW I'm using that supports VST or audio units, and bring it all in and set my sequence, bring the MIDI file in. I'm there. Really cool how that works. So, last thing I want to do here is I'll put a guitar solo at the top of this. But this guitar solo, I'll put that to 32 measures. Maybe at this point, maybe we'll fade out here. But the cool thing is, remember, I have 16 measures of drum and bass, right? I added 8 measures, little loops of keys, an organ track, and the guitar track. Now I'm going to do a 32 measure guitar solo over the top. But remember, everything's going to loop in its little box here, but the size of the actual pattern is 32 measures. So, thank you very much for watching. This is the new OS version 3.0 for Montage. It's version 2.0 for MOD X. Really cool additions to people that want to do a little bit of pattern sequencing on their Montage MOD X. Check it out. 32 minutes.